Welcome to Money Downs with Coach Rocky Hidalgo. I appreciate all of you taking the time to listen to my thoughts on working with young people and on the coaching progression in general, profession in general. I hope you'll take a moment to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button. I hear people say that all the time. I don't know where the hell the notification button is, but if you can find it, hit it. I don't know what it does. I guess it notifies you when I put a video up. So good luck in finding it. One of the reasons I started posting these videos is a way to force me to examine what I believe is important and to better create an environment that will help our players be successful both on and off the field. So if you're watching these videos, you're kind of witnessing my efforts to better engage my players in a lasting and meaningful manner. So, you know, you guys are going to be a part of my professional journey, and I'm an old dog. I'm trying to learn some new tricks. Recently, I had the chance to listen to Inky Johnson speak at the Georgia Football Coaches Association Clinic, and he used a word that, frankly, I think we underutilize as coaches, and it's at the root of what we're trying to get our players to understand, and that word is value. Now, in the dictionary, the word has 4 distinct meanings, and 3 of which are applicable to what we do as coaches. And before you guys out there, somebody's going to go in the comment section and say those aren't necessarily the definitions. I agree with you. So I've kind of changed these just up in terms of for an athletic program. Definition number 1 is a program's principles or what it holds important. Definition number 2 would be the importance or worth of your program has in the eyes of players, parents, school, and community. So, definition number 3 is whether your players consider you or your coaching staff important or beneficial, or your program. That's a verb. Do they value your coaches and your program? Today, I'm going to focus specifically on definition number 1, your program's values, the principles that you build your program around. So here's my question as a coach, regardless if you're the head coach or assistant coach or coordinator, position coach, do you physically write down the values or attributes that you believe are important? I'm a big believer in writing things down. And if you don't do it, why don't you? I believe we're all kind of guided by some loose doctrine or ideal. But until you define specifically what you value, what your priorities are, how can you be sure that the time you invest with your players is reinforcing those principles? And if those values are the pillars that you're going to build your program around, they have to be ingrained in what you're coaching on a daily basis. If you're the head coach, do your coaches know what those principles are? And if not, how do you expect them to be active participants in your vision of your program? I think that's really important. You've got to communicate that to your coaches as well as your players. Can your players recite the values of your program? This is something I haven't done a very good job with recently. Take the time. We have to take the time to ask your players if they know what you believe in. If they can't answer, then we're not doing a very good job delivering our message. And that is something I have done recently with some of our kids. And it was like a light switch went on. They didn't really know what I believe in. I personally believe in. They had some generalizations, these general ideas, but not specifically. And in hindsight, that's probably negatively impacted our performance on and off the field. So I would suggest you go out and talk to your players about who you are and what's important to you, that you go out and make the time to teach them about your program's values. And does that mean put it on a t-shirt? I don't know. I believe you need to saturate the environment with the message, with what you're trying to get across from signage, just in the spoken word, the way you talk to them. Actively talk to them about what you believe is important in the values of your program. Is creating a cool t-shirt going to win football games for you? Man, I don't know. I used to believe that stuff was cheesy, and it probably is a little bit, but it also raises awareness with your players about the values that you hold important and helps them understand the expectations of being a member of your program. Thanks for taking the time to listen to me prattle on a little bit about this. I hope you find some value in some of this. I'll explore the idea of value a little further in future videos and define the other 2 definitions and talk about those. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to email me at rocky.hidalgo@gmail.com. It's in the comment section. If you'd like to share something with the online coaching community, let me know and let's see if we can work it out. Like I said, this channel's kind of fluid. I'm kind of finding my way with it, and hopefully you guys find some value in it. So you guys go get after them today and coach them up.